right. Hey, Tom, welcome to. I apologize, I was getting myself set up right now. Welcome back. What we have for today's objectives? Yeah, I will tell you in a bit. Give me a second, make sure I remove everything. I don't need any other stuff around here. Alright, I think I'm golden. I think I am golden here. Alright. Hey, you're a Gengar again. Look at that. I believe you were a Gengar last time. But anyways, yeah, welcome to the stream, guys. Welcome to another live stream here, or if you're watching this in the future, once it gets uploaded, welcome to another video here. Today, we're gonna continue working on Edenville, and see what we have in store for today. Today's objective is to basically just finalize what we did in the last stream about the quest. It's just one final thing I need to do, and that is to be able to reward the player after the quest is completed. So that's like the final thing I want to do, and then we can jump out to something else afterwards. Maybe work with particle effects or something like that. But yeah, let's see what we could be doing here. But yeah, welcome guys. Hope you guys are doing great. Very wonderful so far. And if you're watching this in the future or coming in, maybe brand new here, this is JoJo and I work on a lot of demos in the past. I worked in the industry for 10 years, and yeah, just right here working on games. Yeah, welcome guys. Alright, so in the last stream, after I ended the stream on that day, which was Sunday, right? I still worked a little bit on the quests, and was able to make sure the UI was showing correctly with tracking. So let's jump into the game real quick and show you what we have. Nothing too crazy. Actually, there was one thing I wanted to change on the stream, and that is the text. It'll be fine. We'll leave it like that. I don't know if it's too big or too small. Maybe I should put a background on it. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so we're here. Let's go in here. We'll add the scythe, right? And be able to add the harvest a quest for myself. So if I were to go to my inventory, let's move over my scythe, go into my inventory, my quest, and it tells you what exactly you're getting after doing this quest. It says I've been sent to harvest some grass, and it tells you how much you need to do. So I have to harvest. I have to break down grass. Right. Another thing also, if I go back, you're able to see how much progress you have on the left side, and that tracks correctly. So my goal here today is to be able to have it so once you complete this quest, you're rewarded for the things you're getting. That's the last thing I would like to work for the quest. It's not final yet. I still have to come back to it in the future. Mostly it's fixing the UI and adding certain NPCs that can be rewarding you certain quests. Hey Tom, welcome back. Welcome back. Alright. So let's look into the code. So let's check to see where we are, where I am actually rewarding the player on the quest. So here is where we call the function. Tell it after we have completed the quest. So in here, I should be able to grab the rewards in here. Just put a to-do here. And in here is where we can gonna award. Oh, we're gonna add the rewards to the the player. So this is where we're going to be doing it. There is one issue right now, is that every time I highlight the, if you go into the UI of the, where all the quest is at, if I were to select it and deselect it and select it again, the rewards are randomized. So I need to make sure it only happens at one time. So let's do that real quick. And let's go and check to see where we have this quest here. So we have this reward ID. Trying to figure out how I wanna lay out my rewards here. Rewards. So we're gonna have a bar reward ID. And here will be a type string. And the amount that we can be getting of quantity. That'll be just a report here. So I would like to create an array of these because you can have quests that can give you multiple rewards, right? So it's just going to be an array of reward. Be an empty array for now. And when I create this quest, you have to go back to my manager. And when I create this quest here by the ID, I should have in my database loaded in my database. When we manage the table, we get the quest. You get any of these. It gives you a reward ID. This is the ID of the reward. For now, it's just called dev2, just for testing. But this dev2 is the ID that is on my rewards collection. And here's my dev2. And that gives you the array of item IDs that'll be rewarded for this quest and the quantity of it. So I need to be able to do that in my script here. What was the... let's do that. I have a dictionary here. Dictionary. Actually, we can probably do it in here. We don't need to do it here by ID. Pause this function here. And we would like to get the database. Get rewards database. Or reward DB to be a dictionary. And in here we can check to see if this rewards has this ID from the quest. Recall this as a reward ID. And in here it's going to give me the reward. Dictionary. There's going to be dictionary. And we would like to get that reward from the reward ID. And if you recall, this dictionary had all the item IDs and the item amounts that I'll be getting. So let's get items ID. Item array rewards dictionary of item ID, and I would like to get that quantity. So quantity, that is also an array. And that's going to be grabbed from the rewards dictionary. believe. Oh, item amounts. Item dash amounts. Got it. Items. Item dash amounts. Item. Got it. Got it. Cool. There we go. So we have these arrays already. Just call this item amounts. And we want to iterate through this. Main range of size. Get the reward ID. String I. Then get in vector 2. These items ID. Yeah, the vector 2. The quantities. Vector 2. And we're gonna get items amounts. So we got the rewards ID. We'll also want to get the database for what do we need? No. Don't need it yet. That will be when reward the player once they. So I want the reward ID. And for the quantity that I'm doing down here. Want range vector, so okay, hold on. For reward, I think it's a quest reward equals new quest reward. What's it bad? Was it because it's not safe? A class name reward. Oh, that's how you do it. Not bad. Not new here. Nothing in C++ here. Okay, so we have this. So we got the reward ID. Reward, and we get actually, you know what? Making that a little bit better. This class is already reward ID, so maybe rewarding here. So just call it ID. That's actually a little bit better. So we have the reward ID, so being actually here. Do we need that? So for the quantity, we want to create a random range on the quantity here, and it's going to be from the X, the range of Y. Since those are my minimaxes there. And then since they're floats, I would like to let's do math floor that. Just save what's it called? It's gonna be a math, or is it just called floor in here? Is a floor. There we go. cool. So we get a random range, and then if I believe this is inclusive, right? Inclusive. So we got this reward, and then we'll want to get the quest, get the rewards, and append that reward that we just created. Now we have this that's going to add the rewards for it. Another thing that we can do here as well. Actually, no, it should be fine. Because if this reward ID is empty for whatever reason, it should not forever go. And another thing we can do, I guess, is only grab the database with your action. Well, actually, I do need. Never mind, I'm tripping. I'm trying to keep it safe. It's gonna be a. Yeah, so we have all the rewards in the rewards right now. And now we want to update the UI to use rewards instead. So if we go back to my view, right now I'm actually creating all the rewards all over, and I actually don't need to do that. I already have it. I don't need to grab my database anymore. So every time I was clicking, selecting and deselecting, and selecting again that quest in the UI, it was creating the quest again and randomizing all the quantity. So it was always different every time you clicked on it. So that's why I wanted to do this once I create the quest, so that I don't have to do this every time. Okay, so we have this, we have the rewards. I think right now, the only thing I need is probably. So let's clean that up a bit. So we're getting item ID. First, select the quest. Select a quest and we call rewards on that. We'll iterate through all the rewards. Our quantity is randomization anymore. So all I need we'll clean this up a bit after I have it working. And that'll be quantity. Oh, what was this? What was this expecting? Or cell? Oh, because it wants the item ID. It wants the ID, not the. There we go. Alright, so let's go in there real quick and check it out. I'm gonna be randomizing it or not. And then we'll come back here and clean that up a little bit. Alright, so let's add that quest. So we'll add both chopping trees. Ooh, whoops. What happened here? Item amounts. Oh. Wait, was it plural? Was it plural? I don't think it was plural. Go to quest. Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah, see, it's plural. Item. Is it amounts? That part. Item amounts. I have to create a class for that, so I don't have to keep doing this. May have to do something with the JSON serializer like I do with Quest. Do the same thing with that, so I don't have to like do this every single time because it becomes issues like I just have. And let's double check one more time. We don't want this item amount plural. Okay. Let's try this one more time. let's add that quest again. Shopping, tree, roll, and harvest. Alright, so let's go into inventory. So we got tree removal, and it gives you this. So we got 4 melons and 2 fish. So if I were to deselect it and select it again, it should still be 4 melons and 2 fish. Please. So as you can see, still 4 melons and 2 fish. And before it was randomizing the quantity. So, and this one, I think one thing I definitely need to do is just tweak this so it's not like full blown in here, but I'll probably come back to that once I have come back once I'm starting to do the UI. I'm not too crazy about doing the UI right now until I actually have all the assets that I need for it. My goal right now is just to make it work, make the quest work and all of that. So that's what I'm doing. The one thing I would like to try is to let's test this out. You know what, let's just add let's go into adding the rewards to the player after it's completed, right? We added that note in here, that to do that we need to do. Go in, let's just grab the quest, come back if you. So what we want to do with this questing here is just say if quest rewards. So if it has rewards, is not empty. And we want to iterate through all of them. For reward. Oh. If I remember this is reward, we can enter that correctly. Here we want to grab the database. Go in here. What am I doing? I need to iterate. I am iterating. Go get the item database. Got all the items I need to get. Item database. And in here we're gonna check to see if database has this ID. And if so, you grab the item. Okay. Questions about how to add it. When I add things to the inventory, everything's done in C++. So see how I'm gonna handle this one. Item I have this dictionary that I need to add to the inventory, but everything is done in C++ right now. How am I gonna? Well, I believe I created a manager or inventory manager, something similar to that. Don't remember. Now what we can do, that we can call just call the game manager to then call the player or the inventory. Okay. I don't see anything called inventory because I had never done that in everything's in. Here we go. It's not. So we'll have to do a game manager then. Add that. Hold on, let me look at my project settings. Mobile. I don't see anything. Fine. Okay. Well, going in that route then. So creating. I don't have it right now, so it may crash. I don't have it right now, but add inventory item. And we'll, for now, we'll just pass it inventory and the quantity that I want to get. Okay, so let's go in here. Function. The item. Fine. Quantity. And in here we'll have to invoke a class that we have to bind it. The C++ side, we call it. I don't have problems calling it the same way. Instance. And then we'll pass in all of this parameter. And now let's create this class in the C++ side. So let's save that. Game manager. I don't have Visual Studio open. Visual Studio. Right. Cool. So let's go to my game manager. Actually, it's already open. Better file. Try to put it. On a void add item, inventory item, which the parameters were the dictionary. Item diction. And then the quantity, right? Ready or ready? Function. Read it. Alright. We'll have inventory manager here. I do. Have add item, which is item, which convert it that. So what we want to do is create an item and convert this item, create this item from this dictionary, and we can pass it in. That does it for me already. And why not just update the quantity, how much I want. And then add. Cool. So now we just have to bind that. Go back to the bind method function. Remember correct. Bind parameter. Name that. Item dictionary quantity, then the name of the, and that actually pointed to the reference. All right. So let's build it. let's test it out. We'll test that bad boy. What is game running? Will fail. Alright, so it's done building. Okay. Alright. Let's run this bad boy. Hey, what's up? What's up? Question, do I have 30A? Probably lower that. No, let's lower that before even coming here. So we go back to the rewards, stuff to or resource A. Well, you get 5. I remember seeing 30 at one point. Yeah, I messed that. I did something wrong. Okay, never mind. I remember I was testing it last time and it said 30. I wonder where it got 30 from. Alright, let's load into the game. Alright, so let's go into Duck Tools. I want to add the side so that I can chop down some grass and grab the harvest. Okay. Not bad. Coming here. What do we have? See, 30. How do you get 30? Did I mess up somewhere at one point? Hold on. To the code for that. So I wasn't tripping. Because in the database it says for that reward for dev to for resource. Okay. It's random between 1 and 5. So why is it 30? How do I pick my ID? I get the. Or maybe it's quest, my bad. Oh, there we go. With this quest, I want to be able to. That's the rewards. I'm done. Alright, let's clean that up. We'll just remove this. And we'll want to just get one between 1 and 5 for now. Early, guys, I'm sorry. Let's make sure that it's saved correctly. Buggy sometimes. 1 and 5, cool. So let's close this and run it again. Alright, let's do it. Actually, you know what? Before I even do all of that, do I even? Alright, I have to add it. Tool, side, harvest. I should probably say it's harvest instead of harvest hay, it should be harvest grass. But I guess you get hay out of it, so I don't know. Still not final anyway. But anyway, we go here. We'll go and drop these so we have room for those rewards. And did I misspell it something? Harvest. 1 and 5, sweet. That ended up working. Cool. Let's make that active. Get my scythe. We'll cut down 5 grass. At 3, 4, and then after this one, able to get. You know what? Let's throw that down. Probably some bugs on it. Oh it's because I don't have this selected. Alright. So it created infinite recursion. Oh, it's calling itself, huh? My bad. My bad. Why don't we add inventory? We'll add an underscore at the beginning for the ++ side. I didn't know it would call itself. Well, good to know. Good to know. So we'll change the function to have an underscore at the beginning. I need to have a format when it comes to that, and what functions are calling from the Go or not. I think putting an underscore at the beginning probably the best. Okay, so let's save that and let's build it again. I didn't know that it would call itself. I thought it would just call it from another link. Errors because it's terminated. Because why? Why did it? Oh, yeah. So we have to also. There we go. So that build correctly. I'll try it once more. As long as it came, get in there. Harvest, okay. Which is kind of weird. That means not a request. This is just a test, but it's weird because I'm harvesting hay, but when I cut down grass, it's already given. So, something to think about. Alright. I know it's just. Now we only have to do one. Okay. So let's make that active. We only have to harvest one this time. But at least the function worked, right? So does it not error out this time? Is the problem that I have right now is that I don't know if it actually added it. Because I get hay out of this. What a good question. How much hay did I get? I can go back a couple seconds and see how much hay did I get. I got 3 hay. So that means, and I have 4 now. So that means I got 1 hay out of the. I should probably check the rewards instead. That was a good thing. I should have done that. Okay. But I'll check back the stream. It looked like I got 3 hay when I cut the grass, and then from the rewards I got 1. And my logic when it comes to adding items into the inventory, he stacks them together, they're the same. So that's why there's only 1 item down. No more here. Alright. So let's go. So now the item is not in here anymore, the quest. And it's now in my completed quest. I need to create a tab for that, for completed quest. But selecting this tab will show all the completed quests I got, and actually tells me right here, I only get 1. Please. So let's try getting another one. The problem that I have right now, I probably should disable these buttons in here, and once I have the UI work, a better place for that, I probably have that case. So let's try adding another one then. Let's do harvest hay. We'll add another one. Quest. And we get 1 more. Alright. Oops. We'll make that active. only getting one, and I'm getting just one hay out of it. So let's drop this down. Let's harvest this one. Let's see how much I get. I got one hay and I got another one. Okay, that seems to be working. So I got 1K for cutting it down, and I got 1K for completing the quest. So now I have 2. Cool. There's just other minor things I would like to clean up is to turn this off once it's completed. That can be done in code real quick. If it's in here, if at any point I'm updating this update UI gets called when there's progress made on it. So if I were to, let's say, if the quest main quest one. Let's just put it in here for now. So if this quest, if the progress is greater or equal quest quantity, then we have completed this quest and we just hide the view. Otherwise, we'll update the UI and set up the labels so that we can see it. So that's what we can do. Try it out, how that looks. And I think that should be, if this ends up working, then that should be a good spot for now. It is working intended the way that I want it to. So when you get a quest, it's progressing the way that I want it to, and after you reach the amounts, you get the rewards from it. There's still going to be other different types of quests I'll need to test out in the future, like, hey, you need to investigate this, but that's not my goal for today. And will be once I start adding that quest. Harvest hay. Something in the I can now have to get 5. But let's see if it closes after I grab all 5. Let's select this. Alright. Alright, so we got 4. We got 10, and I'm gonna drop it down. I got 3, and I got 7 now. So it closed, that was cool. That is completed. Maybe in the future we can do some type of cool animation. If we do keep it, say, hey, it's completed, and it flashes something cool or whatever. If I do keep it though, I'm kidding. But if I go to my completed quest, it's actually, I need to fix this UI a little. And that looks like there's 4 in it, and I got 3 out of that quest earlier, right? Yeah, I got 3 hay, and I got 4 from the rewards from this quest. So cool. That's basically what I wanted to do with the quest. So nothing too crazy. I got the quest in a good place. Everything's working in the way that I wanted to. Like I said, it's still not final, even though I do say finalizing quests right now, but I still need to handle some other cases where I'm chopping down trees. If there's a quest like that, to track those, track certain situations where you want to investigate a certain location, and make sure I track that. Once I investigate it, when I defeat enemies, I need to track those as well. But if the progression is working, it should be similar to when you defeat like 5 enemies, you should be the same. So I should be able to get this stuff. The other thing is right now it gives you the rewards instantly. Maybe there's some cases where you don't get the rewards right away, but you get it once you turn in the quest to the whoever gave you that quest. So some minor stuff like that I need to handle in the future, but right now I got it working in a good place where it actually does stuff that I want. So cool. Alright, so the next thing that I wanted to do is I would like to be able to, it's just something minor, and just start making the game look a little bit better, and basically just adding like particles when the player is moving. So from its so we can start doing something similar to that. Most likely probably be when it's running. That's something we can add today. We can start doing that. So first of all, we need to track when the player decides to, when the feet hits the ground, right? And we can track that down the animation player, and or it's the animation tree. So we go to the player real quick. The player. Got my player scene here. We got the animation tree. Or animation player. Yeah. So let's look at one of the attacks from the player. We can do. So we have this here where we're calling functions from here. We call a function called start swinging and swing. I believe that is called in here, if I remember. Where, or are you able to hook it up? It should be. Right. Where are we calling this? Not in here. On the player? Yeah, here, right there. That's interesting. I thought it would. Oh, because you call function player. That's why it's working. Got it. Okay, never mind. I'm just trying to think. It's been a while since I wrote that. Okay, so we call functions, and I would like to do that when the players actually, when their feet hits the ground. That's probably one of the easiest way to do it. But I mean, another easy way to do it is to just randomize it. When you're walking, you just randomize it and call the function to say, hey, should I create this particle effect on the ground? That's another way to do it as well. And I think I would prefer going to this approach right now. But the only problem with that, though, is I'm gonna have to do it to every single. So that's the only bad thing about it. So as much as I would like to go with this approach and call a function in here, it will just suck that I'm gonna have to do it for every animations where the player is actually moving. That kind of sucks. You got like walking left or whatever. So I'll have to do it here, and I'll have to call it here. I'm gonna have to call it here. So, but I'm gonna have to do that call for the walking right, walking left, right, back, the running, and when I'm running, when I swing stuff, is kind of not the way of doing it. So I may have to change that strategy now that I think about it, and just randomly, like I mentioned earlier, at a certain interval when the player is walking. Let's go to the player class. Actually, start. What? Let's go and create that particle effect. Actually, let's create a node. actually want to create a scene for it now. New scene. And in here, we want to get the particle. If I can find a way to create this this dust effect or whatever. That means it needs process down here. The process material. Now we have that gone, and we got something going on in here. A little bit big. All right, let's go in here and what we can do. Position at an angle now. Use me. And spread, velocity, vibration, gravity. So right now, I don't care about gravity at all. So right now they're all spawning in the same place, all in here. So what I want to do now is to spread it randomly in different directions. And let's plan for that. Video velocity. What I expected for radio velocity randomly in directions. As we in a direction that we're having to initial velocity. Well, that's in it. Can I create? Oh, there we go. But we can have negative. This gives you a direction here, so condition. So now we have this direction where it's just popping off in the positive direction. But I wanted to do it in all different directions. I wish we can have this different, or at least in here. I mean, it looks like it's just doing it from different directions. So it's either just going positive or going in the Y, negative. How do you get out this apples delay? Can we change? How do we change minimum? Oh, you go negative. Maybe that's what radio. Oh. It's something. Yeah, I wish we can change this. That would have been so much easier. This is initial velocity, so yeah, I can come back to this. Okay, not gonna work out. Bryson, welcome to the stream, buddy. On the spread. I see a spread here. Guess we gotta. Lost me. Need to have a direction. There we go. Something like that. What does it say? Doesn't say anything, however. But kind of like in the direction that I want it, so we'll just go with it right now. That's size of it. Or you know what? Let's add the player in here real quick, just so I can see how big I need it. I see. My UI. Let the player see all about him, and so we can start figuring out what kind of how we want the articles to temporary. Yes, we would like to scale it. Maybe if I want to scale it, I guess we can start small and get bigger and fade it out. That's probably the best. May not be the. That's 101. The other one that. What would scale? Curve. There we go. Do that instead. How fast do I? Cool. Minimum of what's it be? And maybe the lifetime. Oh, this lifetime random article flags. Time. 0.3 or fix it up a little bit more. Initial velocity. That's and scale a little bit more. 5. Start messing with these. Putting it out. Possibly half. What are these particles for? This is gonna be like the footsteps. So it's basically like the dirt coming out from the footsteps. I know they're white right now, but I'm just starting to create it right now. And when it comes to this, you have to like tweak a lot of stuff so it gets to a point where it's looking where we don't want it to be at. It's 4. A lot of time. Well, technically these particles will most likely be in front, so most of it. What the dust kicked up from the footsteps go out in all directions or in the opposite direction you're moving? You should be in the opposite direction. So if I'm moving forward, dust should be coming the opposite direction. So I do plan to do that. Right now I just want to make it spawn and do something first. And be able to manipulate one of these values to determine how I want this velocity to affect the direction where the players can pass in the opposite. I mean, unless this ends up looking good, maybe I will just leave it as is. Easy. I think right now also it'd be cool if I had like a cloud texture or something. For right now I'll just get people for right now. Get some type of like dark brown text. We'll see how that ends up. Little initial velocity. So that way it's not always in the center. It has some velocity coming out of it. Alright, it's not center, which is space. this will look a little bit better if I had clouds. Or another thing I could also do is also sure we have an alpha on this. Just add some alpha opacity here. Alpha opacity. Alpha curve. Get a new curve out of that. Going here. But I don't want it to be only one. This is time cut. So we can start as being passing it. Okay. I mean, we can also, at least if there's where it has to be. I'll have a circle tip. Well, I have to make it smaller then. A lot smaller. Kind of like a global scale. No, we have to make that a lot smaller. Than 0.5. Looks a little better than squares. A little cloud texture. And down about 8 particles. Me right now, I think I prefer one shot. Almost like. We can test this out for the time being. For now, how that ends up looking. This is just a test. How that's gonna look. There. And we'll spawn this every time we're stepping down. When I'm stepping. Let's save this as a scene. Save scene as. Go into master scenes. Call it footstep. With particles, footsteps, and they're for a time. Cool. So what we can do is that debating if I want to do it in GDScript or C++. And GDScript will be a lot easier. C++ it can also be easier, but at least I'll have options to determine what cell I am in. Because the GDScript will never know that in the future. If I ever do decide to do this and have like sounds or whatever, like footstep sounds, I think that'll be the best option to do. have options to tell me what the player is stepping on. But we can update that later. That's thinking about it. Make it show up for the time being. How that looks. Going to the player class or script, I should say. Player script. I want to see it happening. Okay. Does the player have update? Because if it does, it's gonna override. Going to, yeah, it does have a process. I may end up using the physics one temporarily. It's just temporarily to test it. I know it doesn't go there, but I just want to be able to help. I'm using. Alright, well, never mind. I won't have to do it in C++ then. Because if I call this process in GDScript, the one in C++ will get ignored. And we'll only call it in GDScript only. So, I'm gonna have to do it here. No easy way out. Alright. So I would like to create a function. Create a process. A private function called update footstep. Visuals, I guess. Probably update footstep visuals. I would like to create a float that determines the current time for footsteps. Here I would like to also pass in double time on that function process. Now use this to track a time from there. Going to the point. That's in delta time. Function. And I would like to include this. By default, I want to set check. Increment it by delta time. And let's say we're calling this every half a second. 0. And in here is where I'm going to be creating that. Spawning that. At articles. Question is, how do I want on it right? Player has no access to spawning it. We'll just make it work for right now. So I have a pool manager app. It's in step dirt. Step dirt. Pool manager. Team. Items, new one, pool item. What's that? Works right now. Article. And let's say I want kind of one for right now. Maybe more. We'll see. What's that? Herbs. Or maybe it's down here. There we go. Okay, so I have that pool manager in here. Settings. How I'm gonna call this when the player class is C++. Now that I have it, which is, do I don't wanna have manager. I'm already doing it. Do my best type the way manager, but there's some ways. I think what I would do, get a pool manager class that's up to my pool manager, so that I can call that instead. I guess to make it work for right now, it's not the best place to put it. Not I'm just gonna call my game manager for the time being. I will fix this after it works. I'll make it work after. No, it's not. Sure. Regularly should have a on stuff. Unless I removed it. There we go, on spawn. Okay. So that's the call that I would like to get. Pass it in here. Manager. Get. Enable all that functions on pool, which should on it should just spawn and return that node for me. The passing is a pass through. I don't need parents. I don't need parents at all. I wanted to spawn a pool on this item and return a variant. Other bear. Have to cast this as a. I don't know what to do. What's that now? Cast it. Godot. Bonds. To on this position, passing mobile position. thing I need to do is let's see if it works. Okay. Let's build that build. My cat box is decorated. So you're running into performance issues? Yeah, I do have two things that I know of that I'm running performance issues. One has to do with initializing my path, my A-star path. Every time I'm going to another chunk, and the other one has to do with calling that set cells connect, because I'm using that for my clips. So every time I go into a new chunk, it's called set cells connect to draw those clips, and the other one is the A-star path. I do have some thoughts on how to fix that, and I'll probably do that. I don't know if I want to do that in the stream, or I got to think about how I want to handle that case. I do have some ideas on how I want to handle it. I just feel like it's going to take a lot longer than the 2 hours that I stream. So, but yeah, other than that, there aren't any other performance issues that I know of at the moment. So it's just those two. The A-star path, initializing it for a new chunk, and for the cliffs. What was yeah, building it. So for the set cells connect performance issue with that is just to either I just create my own when it comes to drawing the cliffs, so and not use set cells connect, or maybe I'll find a plugin that already does something similar to that. So either of the two. Question is when I want to start doing that. All right, so let's see. Or is my mic too low? Yeah, I was saying cliffs, like the mountains, or whatever. Let me show you right now. Let's have mountains. So it could be you. Yeah, my mic is full blown right now, 100%. So like those mountains on the top, those cliffs. So trying to use that in the tile map, and when you call it set cells connect on these, and it shouldn't be done in runtime. And I need to change that. So that's one of the performance issues that I'm having. So either I can find a plugin that fixes that issue, or I create my own, or just have no cliffs at all. But I need cliffs, so we'll see how that works, how it ends up. All right, what was I? One thing I could do, maybe I can lower the music then. Or is either that or my mic. I'm too far out. Alright, so I am going not really spawning anything, so let's check that out, shall we? Most likely not going here bringing it correctly. Or actually to go into the script, go into key manager. The background music turned down a little bit. Yeah, I can do that. Lower it down. It's not 40%. Let me lower it down. Let's do 30%. I don't know if that's too low or not, but feel free to let me know. Cool. Awesome. So you're loading parts of the map at runtime? Yes, I am running it in chunks, and every time you go to a different chunk, so my world right now is in chunks. It's in 9 different chunks right now. So we got a chunk on the top, we got 3 in that row, 3 in the center row, and 3 at the bottom row. So there are 9 in total. And that is being loaded. So every time I go to a new chunk, he creates that chunk. And you can see that little hitch that happens when I switch to a different chunk. And that has to do with the set cells connect for the cliffs and the initializing the A star. So are you using a second thread to load the new chunks? No, I'm not doing that. I noticed that there wasn't any performance issue with that when it came to loading it when loading the new chunks. I'm only loading the new chunks that are coming out to the other sides, and there aren't any performance that I'm seeing besides just calling the set cells connect. And I can actually, you know what, let's disable that. Let's disable the initialization of A star real quick. Hey, where did I put this A star? I can show you that right now. Let's call it NPC manager. Okay, put this in. Call it empty. There we go. So we go in here. Is it empty manager? Go to 8. Or even the player. The player also. Got the A star here. Oh, it's called eating A star. My bad. So let's go in here and just disable my initialization star. I think for the A star, I definitely got to do maybe like a thread for it, which I'm aware. So that's something that I need to do. Will most likely probably this. So let's disable the initialization of A star, and let's disable my set cells connect. That is done in file map. So for the time being, we will not have any cliffs. So what are we doing? Yeah, so calling that cells connect, it's like it shouldn't be done in runtime. So just turning that off. Matches cliffs. I guess this will happen. But okay. So let's save that. Build this bad boy. Oh, you don't mean to derail? It's fine. It's okay. It's good to have it in the stream so I can show. I was just wondering if you're using plus because of GD script bottleneck or not. Yeah, I initially started doing the tiles, generating the world in GD script, and I was using threads in there because it was a little slower in GD script. And then once I moved it over to C++, it ended up not needing any threads anymore. I haven't tested this out, so it may end up needing it. I did comment the threads out for the time being. I can always add it in the future. So the only performance that I'm having on is just initialization of the A star every time I load into a new chunk, and then the set cells connect for the cliffs. Oh, I guess it does need it in some points. Let's just return to false. I actually would like to test it out. I want to see it myself. It still works. Last time I tested it, it wasn't lagging. So why not test it right now? Think about it. I think the fish is right. No, for now I'm gonna say that's true. Okay. Let's zoom out a little bit. See if we see bottlenecks. I would like to know. I haven't tested. Last time I tested, there wasn't any. So cool. See, there's no lagging anymore when it comes to that. When it changes to a new thread, new chunk, I should say. Good to know. Yeah, so it's just basically those two things that I commented out, which is just causing the hiccups right now, from what I know. Put all of the stuff back again. Put that back. And just revert my. So yeah, that's basically what I'm dealing with right now, which I will deal with it later. Yeah, that cells connect is a very expensive operation. So whatever's happening under the hood, it should only happen before the game starts running, or initializing, as I say. I'm using Godot's A stars. Yeah, I'm using the A star to A star grid, but I can also do my own thing. I've done it in the past. Unless you have any insights, so you think that rolling my own will be the better option. But right now, I am using the A star grid. Alright, so what I was trying to do before was the footsteps, the body. Trying to see why spawning. That helps. Am I allocating anything in the loop? See. Guess we'll be just initializing the points. I'm looping through the entire grids and checking to see if there's any spots that I should be solid or not. So that's a very slow process that I'm doing here because I'm iterating through all the chunks, checking to see if I should be colliding with it or not. And maybe something I can do is probably threads, or find a way to do that better. Because keeping track as I'm initializing the tiles initializing the chunks, I can keep track of all the points that need to be solid, and all I have to do here is just looping through that instead of iterating through the entire grid. So yeah, I still have to think about how I want to handle it right now, but either threads or do what I just said earlier, just keeping track of all the points and iterating through those points and making it not walkable. But other than that, I'm not allocating anything. And yeah, I think the better option would be just keeping track of all the points that are not walkable as I'm generating the chunk, and then looping through that array of points that are blocked, and pass it into the A star. Would most likely be the better option there, rather than iterating through all the grids again and checking to see if things are blocked or not. So okay, let's go to the player script and or actually no, this moment. Where on pool. Game. This is going in here at all. That's a problem. Let's debug this, shall we? Let's attach process to it. Select this window, attach it. Happening in the player class. Alt. It could be this thing that I'm doing. Need to call it in the game manager class. I even built it. I built it. Alright. I didn't build it. Maybe I didn't build it. What time is it? It's 2. Nice. Probably change that title because we're not doing quests anymore. What are particles? Oh, this is building. Yeah, it is already built, so I'm wondering why that means. Put a breakpoint in there. Try it again and see if we can get a breakpoint in it. Alright, let's patch this up. Process. Also put stuff in here. Very interesting. I put in. Build it. When it loads a new chunk, is it reconstructing an entire A-star grid or does it only append the new data? Oh yeah, that's another thing I forgot to mention. Yes, it is reconstructing the entire thing. So I should only be doing it for the new data that's coming in instead. I could probably go that route instead and see if that fixes it. But I think the better option is just keep track of all those points anyway and doing it that way. Yeah, there's some tests that I need to try out and see which will be the better option. But yeah, so that's another problem there. I am initializing the entire A-star grid again every time a new chunk comes in, which isn't the option that I should be doing. But I will look at performance stuff later. Okay. I don't know why it doesn't have to close it down. Why it is not doing it. All right. Let's get a function here where we can only that. Actually, not something that I want to do anyway. I'll probably do that off screen with the Pool Manager instead. But for right now, we'll just do it just to make it work. Okay, so if you move over and 3 new chunks come into existence, is it reconstructing the grid from batch 3 times or does it batch all the new? It batches it up. So it will generate the 3 new chunks first, and then it will iterate through the entire grid. So that's the A stuff. So it'll be batch 2. Okay, yeah. And let's put this in the bottom because I'm not going to keep this in here anyway. And it's going to be a Godot node to be on node. I'm not going to keep this here. This is just for purposes. I'm going to pass in Godot's path. Colon. All Godot. Go to one. No. All that with path cast it Godot. Maybe it didn't work. I don't need to bind it. Script already. All that. So then I would like to call this in my player for passive this already that other flip no and see I think I could put a log in here prints out and what's that particle spawn do that at all. Build this bad boy. Build. That's running. That's what happens this time. Load it in. Test. Yeah, I'm not seeing logs in. I don't see anything. Output. Fine. Let me look at my terminal. Oh man. Third. Even calling the function this time. Let's test it out. Let's put a breakpoint into called right now. It's not. Not even. It's happened. They call that function in the correct place. Process. Player. Called in here. I don't even need to walk yet. And I put that break. No, I should patch it. I don't know why. You mean calling the function? Yeah, so it is called. And just for whatever reason, it doesn't let me go into this function. So I'm assuming manager call on spawn pool key manager the those are right off. Then in the script, it should be able to do this because the game has to. It doesn't even call it. Oh, oh my god. Happens right. It's too early, guys. Sorry. Okay. When we call this, it has another parameter. I don't have. I just saw it last second, right? Ay, ay, ay. Alright. Is the game running at all right now? Cool. Let's run it and see if it works. Time. Okay, so I'm getting the oh yeah, I see it now. I already see it. Hold on. Going to. There we go. I'm not despawning it right. Reading all of this multiple times. Cool. I think I should probably be spreading it out a little. How about tweaking this stuff, guys? Making it. Because right now it seems like it was just in a circle location. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Is there? There is a say, hey, this is one shot only. Questions I don't know. But made a script here, or maybe I have a script that despawns it automatically. Probably have a script that will do that for me. Have to do it. Actually, double checking to see if I. I don't have it. Read that. Let's make for that. Just call it despawn. Type this on. And here I would like to have a bar, a timer. Oh, on right. Oh. process delta. We'll subtract delta from it, and if time ever less than what this requires called global pool manager default. And in here should have some way to retrieve path. How did file path? I believe it's file path. And it'll just be self. File path. Cool. That should be on the ready. And another thing we can do, so it's not doing all the time. I don't know if what is the right? This doesn't even have like a visible value here. Old. I didn't know what to do then. That has canvas item. So what I was gonna say, I don't know if this still runs. In my mind, I don't think it should run the process if it's not visible. I don't know if it still runs in the background, but say if I just I think by default I'm gonna have it at 5 seconds. Actually, we get to attach this on here on it every 5 seconds. Probably 5 seconds, probably too much. I'll do 50 seconds for now. That in, let's go. But this is what I'm trying to figure out, is the one shot I need to call play some way. One shot, right? Am I doing that at any point in spawning particle? I probably should be factory. What am I not using? Ay. Okay, so I'll most likely will put this over here instead. Ay. Visible. All. Yeah, I may need to call Apple Play and hit effects. It's effect. Go to my particles. does have a play on it. Calls play. I don't even need that. It has an end. I don't need to call play on that. Do need disk function. Okay. Well, I'll probably do that off screen. Work for us. So let's actually make that not a one shot for right now. I want to see it. Point here. Still despawning it. We'll work on that after. I want to see it. I guess not. Much. Just calling it. What happened to my little guy? I guess I should say invisible. Time is less than 0. So I got a time that starts at 5. Wondering if time is right off the. I think I need to reset this timer. We use this old one, but I didn't see one spawn. Does it happen in the background and I didn't see it? I think that's what's happening. Okay, so let's do this. So when I spawn it, I need to reset some values. Let's go into the player class real quick. In here, I'll just call the reset. Double quotes, please. I'll call the reset. Build it right now. The problem that I'm seeing right now is that I don't see time. Time doesn't get reset every time he spawns again. It needs to be. Building. Well, going here, create an initial time. Float. 5 as well. And on the ready. Here, we'll tackle that time. Then we call reset, right? And in here, I want to reset. Initial. bum, bum, bum. Okay, so in this tool, go in script. So nothing is happening. There we go. All right. We got this. Got that. Coin. Sure. 5 in it. Actually, does it do it automatically? I want to test one. Does it do it automatically in the game? Oh, it does. Look at that. I have to like set everything. Start it all over. Cool. All right. 2.2. I think once I get the pink cloud, I mean not cloud, like a cloud type of texture, go a little bit better. It's not too crazy. I think for the time being, I need to make it so that it does a one shot. Reminding me of the pig pin and the peanuts. Let's see. Yeah, right now it's because it's supposed to be a one shot thing, and I just need to call that correctly. But right now I just want to see how it looks. Anything that I need to be spread it out a little bit more. Mission. We're not spawning in a box instead. They've increased the boxes. Make it spawn in different locations. Otherwise it spawns in the center like this. Okay. that's too much. Definitely move it down a bit. Yeah. I'll just have to make it so that it doesn't make it so that it doesn't stop. And I can work on getting some type of texture that will make it look like dirt. And I can tweak it a little bit more off screen. But we got something. I wanted to. There was other things I wanted to get it done as well. Was to be able to detect where I'm at, and that'll be like a thing. Be able to determine where the players is at, if it's grass or if it's on dirt. Maybe when it's on grass, it does a little bit of leaf bed or pieces of grass kind of particles. I want to go that deep, and then this particle will only spawn dirt. And I can do that same thing when it comes to sounds once I start implementing sounds. But yeah, I think this is a good start right now. And it is a good start where I have it at. Cool. I think I'm gonna be calling it there though. It's already over 2 hours already. That's almost after. But yeah, thank you guys for being. We ended up finalizing the quests today, so I got that in good places now. We got that done today, and we got this particle stuff. Starting it. We started on this. Still not final yet. We'll need to tweak it, texture on it, all the that I talked about. Cool. Alright. Well, anyways, guys, I am going to be calling it here now. Thank you guys for joining on the stream. I appreciate you guys for being here. Thank you, Ryson, for being here. Thank you, Tal, for being here at the beginning. I hope you guys have a great day. Wonderful night for all of you guys. And talk to you guys later. Have a great day, guys.